Devin Booker and coming up next on the PHNX Suns Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another episode of the PHNX Suns Podcast. I'm Lindsay. That's Flex. That's Espo. We want to shout out all the early birds in the chat talking about Leo, Beezer, Steven, Eli, Marco, Ashley, Cade, Beanbag 4. Good to see you guys in the chat early. Keep them coming. Let us know how you're feeling and what you're thinking throughout the show. And of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you're here with us on YouTube. So yesterday was all about Tyus Jones. We finally got to hear from him for the very first time. If you missed that, go back and watch that show. His full interview with the media is also up on our YouTube page. Espo, you didn't get to share any thoughts around that. Obviously, I know you saw the clips of Tyus. How are you feeling about him now that you've heard from him? Is it really got you super excited now? Not that you weren't before, but usually when you hear from these players for the first time, it either gets you really amped or maybe a cause for concerns.
Oh, Tyus Jones. I mean, if we're offending France. Good day, mate. Cade in the chat, too. Might as well get Australia in there. Tyus, look, man, he obviously wants to be here. He sees what they can potentially accomplish here. He also sees a path to a much larger payday coming up. It's interesting to hear Josh Bartelstein talk to the Arizona Republic about the starting lineup and confirming that Tyus will in fact be there. It was obvious that they put on not to make a bad pun, but the full court press on him with Coach Bud and obviously Bartelstein and Ishbia, and they sold him on how good not only the team can be, but that organization and the city can be during a basketball season. So I'm excited, but I also remember last offseason being excited, so I'm cautiously optimistic, I think, is where I net out. But it was good to hear from him and understand kind of the thought process behind it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I like it.
I enjoyed hearing from him yesterday. I think it just solidified how we were feeling about the pickup all around. Not that there's any real argument I think you can make about having Tyus Jones on your team on a vet minimum. I don't think you could ever point that to be a negative, but it just added even more. Well, you're crazy.
Well, yeah.
You're a crazy guy.
That's the difference from last year, is that last year, everyone's opinion on the new guys was kind of up in the air. It was like we could get something good. It could be bad. There's not that with Tyus. Like, Tyus is a solidified NBA starter, one of the best point guards in basketball. Mm-hmm. So I'm not questioning Tyus. He's gonna be the real deal, and he's gonna come in and do things. So I think that's a little bit of the difference between the two.
I've heard some people suggesting though that proves that the Beal trade was a failure.
No,
that it proves that they should have just kept Chris Paul last offseason and never made the Beal move, because obviously now you're minimizing the impact that Bradley Beal can have because he's not a point guard now, and you're going to ask him to be a point of attack defender. The thought process is so weird to me, because I know some people wanted to see it run back to understand, well, can it work with Book and Beal as point guards? But there was such a loud outcry about this team needs a point guard. Mm-hmm. And then you see who they were able to get. And yeah, maybe if those guys, the stars in the line, you couldn't have gotten those two, you would have gone and just run it back from a point guard position. But when you get two of the best guys on the market, both at vet minimums that come in, you adjust the plan a little bit. And I think this team is in a much better spot. And I'd argue Bradley Beal's in a much better spot than he was before, because now he can do more of what he's done in his past. Score. Go out there and be that guy. Attack the rim while having a point guard that can feed him the ball.
Yeah, when you think of Brad Beal, I mean, do you think scorer or you think point guard?
Scorer.
Right.
100%.
I mean, the guy averaged 30 points a game, 2 years. I mean, that's a scorer. That's not a point guard. And so I can make the argument that doing what they did by bringing in Tyus and Monty puts Brad in a more natural position to maximize what we actually expect. So, yeah, there's always going to be the back and forth. We got to wait and see. You know, we can be armchair GMs all we want. We got to wait and see. But I'm optimistic about the moves they made, and I think it's going to be a much better fit than people think.
Damon Pog in the chat said, is Tyus going to average 10-plus assists this season? And Ashley followed up with, if he can pull off 7.3 with Kuzma and Poole, it's very doable.
Yeah.
With the guys he's got around him on this squad.
Yeah. I think it'll just depend on the minutes. Like, what's the actual rotation look like? How many minutes does he get to with it? But I certainly think he can get close there.
I told Jacob yesterday, me and Lindsay were talking about it. I think Tyus can lead the league in assists. I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if Tyus Jones is, somewhere around that 10, 11, And
I mean, look at the guys he's got around him. He's a phenomenal facilitator, and they are great at knocking him down.
Yeah.
So
your only job, this is my job. Pass it to Lindsay and Espo.
Like he
Let
said,
y'all cook.
They're equally beneficial because they are going to make his life easier, and he is going to make their life easier. So, on paper, this was a marriage that was made to be.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the best of both worlds.
Yes.
All right. But again, if you want to watch that entire interview, it is on our YouTube page. So check that out. We were not able yesterday on the show to really dive into yesterday's Olympic game, Team USA against South Sudan. Team USA defeated them 103-86. We got to talk about our guys, Kevin and Devin. So we'll look at some stats for them here. Devin Booker finished with 10 points. He was 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep, finished with a team-high 6 assists, and also added in 1 steal and a rebound. Kevin Durant, on the other hand, finished with 14 points, was 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from deep. He also added in 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 rebounds. Another solid outing from these two guys. D-Book got the start. KD came off the bench again. Listen, I know I'm biased. Don't get me wrong. But it seems like Book and KD are the guys.
Kind of important.
Maybe? Is that too far? Am I going too far by saying like they are the guys?
No.
Is that disrespectful to Steph and LeBron and some of the others?
No. Listen, every single one of these guys is capable of being the guy. That's why they're there. This is a dream team type thing. But when you look at Book as the connector and you look at what Book brings to this team every night and how he allows things to open up for everyone, I'm starting to lean into the direction of he's the most irreplaceable guy. He's the guy you can't lose. You can't lose Book. He connects all the dots. And then Kevin is coming in, and God bless Kevin Durant. Again, give KD credit, man. KD is accepting this role of saying, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know who I'm playing with. I'm playing with the best in the world. I know I should be starting. I know I'm that good. But if it makes sense for me to come in and drop 20 bombs on your damn head off the bench, that's what we're going to do. And so, I sent out a tweet last night, and I really mean this. If at this point, what you've seen has not convinced you of how good Devin Booker is as a basketball player and how damn talented this man is, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. There is not a bigger stage in the world. There's not a better team or collection of players in the world. This guy's starting. This is the guy that's going to stay starting. There'll be
he's
changes.
The one consistent.
He's the one consistent. So I'm sorry to go off on a rant, but I mean, you got to give both of these guys the love they deserve, and especially my man Dev. Man, Devin is really putting himself at a different level, and I'm glad the world is getting able to see it.
Drove me nuts yesterday. Before the game, you hear national talking heads. I sit there and say, Devin Booker's the logical guy that's not going to start. He's going to lose minutes because of the Tatum thing or anybody else in this shift. And guess what? He started. They've already announced he's starting in the next game.
Yeah.
This guy has been, like you're saying, the glue, the connective tissue, doing everything. Had those 5 assists, 5 of his 6 assists in the first half. yesterday. I know I was watching from the Diamondbacks pool, but I was still watching. I had lifeguard duties, but so I watched that and I go, okay, he's doing the little things, but I think Kevin Durant's the more important player.
Yeah, it could be.
And I don't mean that disrespectfully to Book. I think Book's important in doing the little things and accepting the role in that way. Kevin Durant, when you look at it, he went in and they struggled in those exhibition games without him, right?
Yeah.
He comes back and all of a sudden it changes the complexion of everything, right?
Yeah.
And now they're playing like the team you thought you'd see.
Yeah.
They beat South Sudan in the way you expected them to beat South Sudan rather than in the way that they did in the exhibition game where they almost lost. Kevin Durant is the most important piece for this USA team because of his versatility, his ability to score in multiple ways, his ability to get to the free throw line. And that's not a knock on the other guys on this roster. It's just how unique he is in a FIBA setting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason he's going to be the all-time leading scorer for Team USA, that he's one of the most decorated athletes in terms of basketball in the international game. Kevin Durant is just such a unique beast when it comes to FIBA basketball. Mm-hmm. And I give him all the credit in the world for what they've been able to do. And then you add that on top of Book's selflessness and what the little things he's doing, the defense he's playing, and the Suns contingent out there in Paris are really showing off. Booker and Durant are playing wonderful.
Yeah, you are on one today, dog. That's great. I can't disagree.
You love to see it, though. I'm glad that they're both getting the love and attention that they deserve. And like you said, Flex, we know that KD was coming off of dealing with the injury, so him coming off the bench in the first game made a lot of sense, ease him back into things. I think he played 17 minutes in the first game. Yeah. The second game, he was up to 22 minutes, but still came off the bench. I'm just curious to see what that kind of looks like moving forward, because obviously Steve Kerr is tinkering with the starting lineup in these games. I'm sure when it actually comes down to the nitty-gritty, he'll probably hone that in a little bit. But I am curious to see how it continues to progress over the next couple of games. But I do think it says a lot about how much not only the coaching staff, but probably 99% of the guys, at least on the squad, value Book in that starting lineup and what he brings to that group. Because if they didn't, Kerr's not having the conversations with LeBron and KD and Steph and all the rest of these amazing players about how they're feeling about things. They all value what he brings because it's that important to this squad. Well, it may not be flashy. It may not be Book that is making them win these games. Obviously, I think you have to give the nod to KD and LeBron when it comes to those type of things. Yeah. But he's so valuable and they all know it and they all see it. And I'm just glad he's finally getting a little bit of love on the international stage, too.
Yeah, I mean, this is a classic argument, and I do this all the time with football. Is it the quarterback or is it the receiver? The ball's in the air. The quarterback threw it, the receiver caught it. Who's the man?
Depends.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, it's the classic argument. Who's more important, the guy who threw it or the guy that caught it? You need both. You need, there we go.
Both.
And so that I look at this situation, I'm saying, what Devin Booker is doing, he's not scoring at the level he scores at an NBA level, but he's allowing people to do their jobs and be what they are. So on paper, it doesn't look and jump out at you. 10.6 assists. Oh my God, why is everybody talking about Devin Booker? But it's because he got 10 points and only took 6 shots. Mm-hmm. Could have took 10, 12, but he only took 6. He made 4 of them.
One of the best passes I've seen when he threw it to Drew Holiday.
There you go.
Like, how the hell did he even A, see Drew, and B, connect that pass? It was insane.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's one of those little things where, sure, 6 assists, that doesn't blow your socks off.
It was a team high 6 assists.
That's what I'm saying, right? At this level, it is mind-blowing.
It is.
Because of
or at least it's worth noting.
Yeah. Yes. At this level and this stage with the FIBA setup and the constant rotation of minutes and all the players that are playing, 6 is a big number. And when you look at that, you can just kind of chalk it up to 12 to 18 points. Really. 6 dimes. I don't know how they all played out, but you're guaranteed 12, and it might have been 3. So anywhere between 12 to 18 points, Devin Booker was responsible for. We start to look at how these numbers are playing out, and you're like, man, that's pretty damn big. So he's doing a fantastic job, and I think all the guys involved are noticing it. And good for Devin, man.
Can I address Icon? Do you mind scrolling up there, Jacob? Just one comment. That's not a classic argument. The QB is more important, is what Icon says. Go ask Larry Fitzgerald. I think
go ask Joe. Well, go ask Joe Montana, right? He had the greatest wide receiver of all time. Jerry Rice catching everything. Now you take Jerry.
Again, I think both are important.
They are. But yeah. Go ahead, Lynn. Let's get off of that.
A couple more things from the chat here. First and foremost, everyone be nice to one another. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are
having
teammates
a full Devin
on
Booker,
Team
Kevin Durant
USA.
argument.
Why?
They are teammates on the Phoenix Suns. Let's not do
are you
this.
guys new? Like,
No.
I love you both, but this is what discourse has become. It has to be one versus the other.
It does not.
It has to be.
I refuse.
It has to be just infighting. That's just the way the internet is. So, guys, keep yelling at each other. Nobody's going to change their opinion. We're going to have the same conversation 3 weeks from now.
No, let's never have this conversation ever.
Yeah,
Never. I don't want to participate.
Kevin Durant.
Wait,
is
Lindsay, can
the
you say that
best
to the
scorer.
camera again?
Go ahead, Lindsay.
No. We're never going to have this conversation ever. We're not participating. They're both on all the teams that we are rooting for right now. Teammates on Team USA, teammates on the Phoenix Suns. Put a pin in it. We're done.
Yeah, the only Olympian we can hate on is Jimmer Fredette, all right? He kept Book from scoring another 60. You can hate on him, all right?
There you go. All right, the other thing from the chat, Cade said, I love my Suns, guys, but my God, if they match up with the Boomers at the Olympics, that will be the one time I'm wishing KD and Book are playing off. Flex, you also have this conundrum coming up. Their next game is against Puerto Rico. I know you're conflicted, but what are you going to do?
I'm very conflicted, but you know what? I love my Team USA. I love my guys on the roster. I love my Phoenix Suns. But damn, y'all, on Saturday, I'm Boricua, baby. I'm Puerto Rican to the
You're
damn.
going to roll with Puerto
I'm
Rico?
rolling with Puerto Rico. I got you.
Listen, it's a win-win all around
It is.
because I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I think the Team USA is going to win this game without a doubt, right?
How
If I
many
was a
points you
betting
give me? How many
woman,
points
I
you
would
give
put my
me?
money down.
How many points? Real quick. How many points you give me?
20? Like a final score or
Yeah.
within
How much you think they're going to win by? The Team USA, 20?
I'm trying to be nice. I'll give you 16.
16?
16.
I'll get back to you tomorrow
How
and
about
see
that?
if I take that bet.
Okay. But then, so they're going to win. So your guys are going to come out successful, right?
Yeah.
So as you're rooting throughout the game, you don't have to feel bad.
That's true.
Because
That's true.
they're still going to win. So you can support Team Puerto Rico without having to feel bad about it.
Yeah, I'm not rooting. Go ahead.
It's in the blood.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the island, man. I'm from a small little island, Puerto Rico. We on a national stage. Listen, I remember a couple years back they played and it was a big deal. But I'm just saying, it's just a great moment for the island because they're lining up against Kevin Durant. Like they're lining up against LeBron James, Steph Curry, Book. I mean, this is great for the island, great for those guys that got there. And so I am conflicted, but I'm going to enjoy it, like you said. I'm going to root for both teams and just hope for a good game. And the best result is, if USA goes out there, does their thing, because USA is going to win the gold medal, and it's more important for them to get the dub. So if USA goes out there and does their thing, but Puerto Rico puts up a nice little fight,
As long as it's not a blowout, right? That's what you're asking for.
Yeah,
You want some competition. You want a good game, but you ultimately want Team USA to win by 16 to 20 points.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I take 5 to 8 points.
I'm going to make this clear. That Team USA is going to win by so much that Steve Kerr is going to wish he could put Langston Galloway in.
Oh, my
You think that bad?
Yeah, I think it's going to be that
We'll
bad,
talk
dog.
about a bet too after the show.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
but
boy.
I'm going to go one step further than you. I'm going to go with Ashley. And if the Suns, I get so used to saying that. If Team USA faces the Boomers, our boys from Australia with Jock,
You going to root for Jock?
Are you really?
I'm going to root for Jock.
There's nothing
baby.
wrong with wanting to root for the underdog.
That's
We're
right.
Suns fans. That's literally in our DNA.
So we done our
Is
whole
it
lives.
not?
Yeah, that is
And I
true.
know if I text Jock after they win, he'll respond back to me. Nobody
you
on
go.
Team USA is going to do that. So let's go Jock.
Okay.
All right. Well, we will dive more into some Olympics shenanigans here in just a second. But I do want to remind you guys, if you have not become a diehard over at gophnx.com, what are you doing? You are absolutely missing out. Becoming a diehard gets you access to exclusive content. It gets you access to our diehards only Discord. You also get a free hat or t-shirt of your choice upon signing up. You get discounts on merch. You get discounts on events. The one Espo was at yesterday, the D-backs takeover. They took over the pool, you guys.
Yes,
I mean,
we
that's
did.
kind of like a bucket list item as far as sports bucket list goes within Arizona. So that was I was a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
That was on my sports bucket list, and like only I can, I shamed it by dressing as a lifeguard.
I thought it was funny.
and making a mockery of it, but I had a great time. It was good to see a bunch of the diehards out there and get to experience something that you usually don't get to. So it was a lot of fun. I mean, not the day you probably want to be staring at the pool. There were a lot of us unique people out there, but it was a good day at the pool.
Everybody is a
nonetheless.
beach body.
Yes.
But we also have another takeover coming up. This one is a Mercury takeover. It's happening on August 26th when they take on the New York Liberty. If you want to join us for that, you can get your tickets at gophnx.com. Just click on the events tab. But again, if you become a diehard first, you get a discount on that type of an event. So maybe check into becoming both. But I haven't looked yet, Flex, but I would be curious to see what Bet365 has for the odds for the game on Saturday. Espo, you want to
I'll
take a
look it
peek for me while I tell the people about all the
Yeah.
amazing things that Bet365 has to offer? Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it is never ordinary at Bet365. One of their most unique offers that they have is the early payout offer. So in the NBA, you get your straight bets paid out or your parlay selections marked as winners when your team goes up by 20 points. Is it more than 20 points?
I'm gonna tell
What
you.
is it?
Tell me.
You're gonna get that early win. It's plus 33 and a half for Puerto Rico or Puerto Rico.
I'm telling you, I am
goodness.
pounding the under.
Oh, God.
I'm pounding the under.
Okay,
Watch.
okay.
They're going to not lose by 33.
Maybe they'll help you out with a boost. I mean, Bet365 has over 10,000 boosts every single month on all the things they offer. They boost specific markets, and we're even going to have some PHNX bets and boosts coming this upcoming season too, so keep an eye out for that. But right now, when you download the Bet365 app and you sign up using the code PHNX365, all you got to do is deposit $10 and then choose between your sign-up offer, which you can choose between a bet and get offer where you place a bet of $5 or more and you get $150 in bonus bets, or you can do the first bet safety net offer where you can place a bet up to $1,000, and if your qualifying bet loses, you will receive a match refund in bonus bets. So there's no better time to download the Bet365 app and use that code PHNX365 when you sign up. Then you just choose your offer and you'll find out why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Now, disclaimer, you must be 21 or older and physically located in Arizona. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342 or visit problemgambling.az.gov.
My guy Cade in the chat said I can be an honorary boomer. What I need,
Okay.
my friend, is a Jacques Landell Australia jersey. So if I get my $200 from our friends over at Desert Financial Credit Union, can we make that happen? I'll pay the shipping. Let's get me one of those. I'll wear it on the program.
Nice.
Because Desert Financial Credit Union wants to help me live my dreams. And if my dream is to wear a Jacques Landell jersey, well, God damn it, they're going to help me do it. All right. For 84 years, they've been helping you with financial opportunities here in the Valley. They've been here for 84 years. That's right. They've been here forever and they love the Valley. They're financial experts who are committed to their members, just like you, and the community, offering financial solutions tailored to helping real people achieve their financial goals and dreams. You want a house? They got mortgages. You want to save for your child's future, whether it's college or something else? You can do that with investment opportunities or savings accounts. They got that. I mean, they got a little bit of everything when it comes to it, including, loans, credit cards, investment options, and oh, so much more. So join a credit union that's committed to giving back to the Valley and the community and sharing success with its members. When you open that free checking account online, you're getting that $200 that I told you about. That $200 is just waiting for you right there in bonuses. So get started by visiting desertfinancial.com/200.
All right. So one of my favorite things about the Olympics is everybody being way more active on social media. We know KD is pretty active on social media to begin with, but we're getting more from Devin Booker, and we're even getting some fun things from KD too behind the scenes. All of the athletes really checking out each other's sports. And KD earlier today tweeted out, "I really believe GOAT Biles can catch a lob and finish. #bounce." And of course, he was talking about Simone Biles there, but it got us thinking, what athletes on the Suns could potentially participate in other sports in the Olympics, and what would they actually be good at? Before we dive into that, though, would you love to see Simone Biles catch a lob from Kevin Durant?
We got to see it. We got to see it. It's got to happen before we leave past. We got to get Simone on the court. Give us some book ones. Give us some KDs, and let's see if she can get up there. I won't put it past her.
I want to see her on the dunk squad with the Gorilla Crew.
Oh my God!
Because
it's a lot like gymnastics. It could be so much fun.
No, why hasn't the NBA brought her out for something like that?
Because I don't think she wants to break a leg.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but she would go crazy.
Once she's retired, yeah. I mean, think about it. Very much like the kind of what she does out there with the Olympics and the gymnastics team. You're running, hitting that trampoline, dunking the ball. Like, I would love to see Simone
could put the trampoline
at
half court and she would make it.
I mean,
3-point line at least.
Insane,
I would not doubt if they. How far have they ever moved it back?
I don't know, idea.
But I think she could set a record.
I know that there's like a thing with moving it back to the 3-point line. That's like possible, but not too many people try it. That's Simone. Simone will make that look easy.
Why not bring out the what is it, a pommel horse, whatever they hit and they flip? Give her one of those at about the 3-point line. Hit that bad boy, flip a few times, dunk it, and stick the landing.
How about that? No, how about that? You're right. Do the whole thing, and then when she hits the jump, throw the ball up and.
I'm all in on that.
I am too.
I love it.
Johnny in the chat said, if Chase Budinger can represent USA volleyball, I think some of our squad could. I genuinely think some of our squad could potentially be successful in some other games. We saw Ant Edwards talking smack to the table tennis team, which I need that to happen too. I need them to whoop up on him.
Yeah.
While I'm sure he is really good at table tennis, I want to see.
He's talking.
The USA women's team just completely wreck him.
Yeah, he's talking to the best.
But I do think Ant is probably pretty good at table tennis. Book is also pretty good at table tennis. So if I had to put Book in one category to start training for, it would probably be the table tennis team.
100%.
I want to see Book do something outdoorsy. We always see these photos of him in Flagstaff. Like, I want to see him in one of those like competitive canoe.
Like the
races.
rafting
stuff?
stuff?
The rafting. Like, there's like...
whitewater rafting slaloms.
Well, did you see... Jacob, you were in there, I think, when Leah showed us like full contact canoeing. It's like 4 canoes at the same time that they drop, and like you can smash into each. I want to see Book outdoorsy.
I missed that one.
Right? He can even have Haven in the damn canoe if he wants.
Or what about archery? Do you think he'd be good at that?
No, Book doesn't strike me as an archery guy.
No.
No, I mean they actually asked him, and he was like nothing. So
that's because he's being too like.
It's because he's focused on basketball.
I think ping pong, table tennis. Sorry, I think table tennis for sure. But we got some interesting.
I think KD could be a really good swimmer.
I do too.
I know he'd probably need to bulk up like the width of his upper body to like add a little bit more.
That's what they said.
That's true.
That's what they said. Come on,
I mean, that's fair.
He can't,
but I feel like his length would be such a huge advantage there. Yeah. Like he's got those long arms and long legs.
He's 7'8".
Down halfway back before anybody even halfway reached the beginning.
Right. It's a cheat code.
Oh, Chris says fencing. Fencing for KD actually could be a good one. He'd have an advantage there too.
He just have to reach out. The other person would be able to get anywhere near you.
Cheat code. He's the Wemby of fencing.
Yeah,
I like that.
He'd be the Wemby of fencing.
Couldn't Wemby be the Wemby of fencing
no,
too?
But it's he's a right. Yeah, of course.
He's French, so.
But we're sticking to the Suns. So yeah, that's unicorn stuff. Give KD be out there poking cats. Man, it's over.
Oh,
and he's skinny too, so not as much of a target.
You can't hit that. Yeah, you ain't gonna hit nothing.
Cade said KD with that Slim Reaper body would be an elite diver with zero splash. I feel like that I would be
legit.
That's a lot of body
fascinated.
to rotate, though.
A 7-footer
Divers are
diving
usually
would be
not big.
fascinating.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rotation
That
for
is.
a large body.
Yeah, what do you get? One rotation before you hit the water? Like,
I'm not betting against Kevin Wayne Durant.
No.
When Kevin could probably put his mind to a lot of this stuff and mess around and be really good at
I
it.
think, okay, so Chase Budinger obviously playing beach volleyball. I think we could have a lot of volleyball players on our squad. Bull, number one.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's a given.
Yeah, I just stand straight up and block
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I think Mason Plumlee at least got the look for it. right?
Totally.
Oh, great call.
Put some big those big
glasses.
Great call.
Shady Ray sunglasses
Great call.
on.
Mhm.
Beach volleyball, right there.
Grayson Allen could be a good volleyball player. Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Ryan Dunn with the
lanky,
length and the athleticism and the lateral movement. Yeah, I think he'd be a terrific volleyball player.
What about Nurk? What are we giving Nurk in this one?
Do y'all want to really talk about Nurk? Go ahead, tell him.
Okay, first and foremost, can we also just briefly talk about Nurk? I know we saw that video of him knocking down some threes. Looks really skinny.
Yeah.
Are we feeling positive about Nurk this upcoming season? I am.
Yeah,
I never
I feel
felt
like he looks-
negative about
I mean,
him.
I agree.
yeah,
I agree. I never really felt negative about him either, but I do think we're seeing a lot of cool things from the offseason from him. He looks really slim and obviously working on that 3-point shot.
Yeah, and then year 2 of everything is typically better. So he's got more reps, and he probably heard all the noise and all the stuff, and he's probably like, all right, yeah,
Well, and
mess around with me and find out.
less ball handling distribution that's going to be expected of him because you have a true point guard now.
Yeah.
2 of them. Now, but from an Olympic standpoint, soccer, since he didn't have to use his hands? Or,
I like Nurk. I like Nurk in boxing.
I thought we agreed on equestrian
Tall's
here.
tough.
I thought we agreed on weightlifting and then the dark horse, pun intended, horse dancing.
Yes, horse dancing.
Nurk
Yes.
horse dancing would be fantastic. It's called what?
Is that-
Dressage?
Yeah.
Dressage? Is it-
Okay. Well,
That sounds like it
clearly
sounds like
I
a
am
French
not-
pastry.
It was at its best when
Clearly,
Snoop was
I am not
commentating.
on the level of understanding. Can I just say, for some of these Olympic sports, I think it would be super fun if for like the first 5 minutes, like as they're getting into it, they kind of explain the rules or like the judging system, so that for all of us idiots who have no clue how things are scored or things behind it, but want to watch and want to participate, a little bit of information.
I agree.
I don't even know what this thing was called. I just call it the horse dancing.
So the horse
thing.
dancing
it
is what
is.
I'm
I
sticking
mean,
with.
yeah.
Because I don't even know
love
how to
that.
say that. So the horse dancing, my dream scenario is we get the medal round, my boy Nurk going against the Joker
Oh,
on the horses
Yes.
for the gold medal.
So good.
That's the
So
dream. I want to see it. I want
Johnny
to see
says
it.
book is a skateboarder because the vibe is there.
I could totally see that.
That
Hey, that's a
I
good
would just
one.
be so nervous. He would. He
yeah,
can't do it
no
until
way.
basketball's
Well, no,
over, and
yeah,
at that
yeah,
point,
yeah.
you're too
No, in
old.
this world, this is their sport.
Yeah,
Oh
this is
yeah,
it.
yeah. He
Look-
totally has the vibe for that.
Look, I think we should just describe all Olympic sports like what they look like when they're being played. Like water polo should just be professional drowning
Yeah,
because they
seriously.
just look like you're trying to drown another human being.
Totally.
Horse
man.
dancing. I mean, at least when you're watching the USA 3-on-3 team, it's just bad basketball is what you should call it. Like,
Oh no.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm fascinated with it. I'd be up all night just watching the replays of everything.
Mhm.
Some of this stuff, I don't even know what it's called. I don't know how they created it. I don't know how the hell it's an Olympic
That's what I'm
thing,
saying.
but
I
People are
think
just
they need to give us a
competitive, Flex.
disclaimer
Yeah.
ahead of time of what it is.
Right.
Give us a little bit of like, talk to me like I'm 3.
I can't lie. I gotta say this, Jacob. I gotta admit, man. I'm up watching some of this, and you know the competitiveness in me is saying, man, I could fucking do
I
that.
could do that. No, you couldn't.
Man, I could do that, man.
You
No,
could have
Who
been
the
like,
hell made this? Somebody get a gold medal for this? Look at here come Mr.
well,
Book. No, I thought he was
where-
coming to say something.
hold on. Was it the Turkish guy that was 51 in the shooting competition? That could
Dude.
totally be you next time.
I think I could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do it as smooth as homie. He went out there with sandals and all chill like bomb.
Yeah, he had none of the stuff on the face or anything. Just I think you
I
could
didn't
do
know that
one.
was a sport, but I bet there's a lot of people in North New Jersey that'd be good at that sport.
That was called a Saturday night where you grew up, right?
yeah, it was.
So many good options. But we're absolutely loving watching the Olympics, and we're loving watching these guys do some fun things out there in Paris. So we'll dive into here next. But if you're looking for something fun to do in Phoenix, Chicken and Pickle is your place for that. It's an indoor-outdoor entertainment complex that includes a casual chef-driven restaurant and sports bar that also has pickleball courts and a variety of yard games and enough space to kick back and relax with your favorite friends. Now they've got pickleball courts inside and outside, so this is a year-round place that you can visit and play pickleball. We had our pickleball tournament happen out there a couple weeks. What was it, last weekend? It was last weekend. Huh?
Last Saturday. It was fun.
Gosh, it just feels like the time flies. How'd you do? How did you do?
We got beat down, but we competed.
Like bad?
No, we got beat down.
I thought you were supposed to be the good one.
No, we competed. We were playing.
You were on the court, sure.
I believe Jack stomped is the correct term.
No, really?
Me and my partner went out there and we gave a good effort, and it was tough. It was tough. But we'll come back, and it's a commitment to the cause. That's my partner, and we decided to recalculate.
Flex, what was it? First play, I returned your serve, and you were like, God damn, where'd that
Yeah, you tried to take my fucking head off. This guy.
Hey.
I did. So I'm manning up.
Can we continue with the ad?
Yeah. Anyway, if you want to get really competitive with your friends, or the next time we have a pickleball tournament, you think you can play better than all of these guys, please come on out. I think it's going to happen in December, so keep an eye out for that. But definitely check out our friends over at Chicken and Pickle. It's fantastic. If pickleball ain't your thing, trust me, the food is phenomenal as well. So head to chickenandpickle.com to see all the fun that you can have at their Glendale location.
King Nacho says, who'd you partner with, Flex? Bradley Beal?
Aww.
Look, King Nacho, cut it out, man.
Look, indeed.
I had a great partner. My partner Mac. I'm telling you, we worked hard. It didn't work out. We gonna get better.
You guys matched.
Chemistry and continuity, guys.
Oh my gosh. So
yes,
there
we were very dressed.
Something else we have to tell you about, right, Espo?
Yeah, and that's since Mac is going to be looking for a new pickleball partner because Flex didn't hold up his end of the bargain. She can put a job listing on Indeed, and two of our guys in the chat got jobs through Indeed. Did you know that?
Nice.
It was Honcho and Nacho. They got the Devin Booker and Bradley Beal hater jobs through our friends at Indeed.
Congrats.
And it's because Indeed's driven by the search for better. And when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for candidates isn't to search at all. Why spend your time searching? Don't wander in the desert looking for candidates. Go straight to Indeed, because you know what? They can match you with the kind of people that you're looking for the job that you have, because according to their data, they have 350 million monthly visitors to their website. That means you've got a giant pool of candidates, but you don't want to have to wade through it, and Indeed does it for you. They match you with the candidates that are perfectly lined up for your job. So it saves you time, it saves you stress, and it saves you having to talk to people that you probably don't want to anyways. So Indeed will take care of you, and you can ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with the candidates faster. And I want to tell you about it. We've got a deal just for you. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/AllCity. Now, if you didn't remember it there, don't worry. I'm going to say it 2 more times. Just go to Indeed.com/AllCity. That's 2 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Here's 3. Indeed.com/AllCity. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
Okay. Well, listen, Honcho, if you hate book, this next segment is going to just kill you. We're going to talk all about Devin Booker and his shenanigans happening in Paris, because we got some gold from him today. I mean, he's been giving us a lot over the last week. We're getting behind the scenes vlogs, him going and supporting other Olympic athletes in their sports. But today was on another level.
Can I take 1 second?
Yes.
Book, can I get the 1 shot, please? Brother, camcorder again? You're giving off dad vibes.
That's
cool.
That's what he does.
No, but I
Yeah,
want.
that is
I
cool.
want.
I don't.
No, I don't want the tiny. I don't want the tiny camcorder. Saul, you're not on the show, so be quiet. I'm not listening to you. Look, I don't want the tiny 2000s camcorder. I want you to commit to the bit and bring out the damn 80s camcorder,
Oh.
shoulder mounted.
Big
Let
one.
me see that in all these events. I want to see you taking it seriously. If you're gonna get in the camcorder game, get in the camcorder game. All right. I want the full 80s camcorder. Otherwise, you're just not doing it.
Interesting.
I mean, I would love to see that.
That
That would
big
be
dog.
Just
hilarious.
bust it out. Like, come
Absolutely
on.
hilarious. But we all know that Devin loves the quote unquote vintage vibes
Yeah.
of these camcorders.
That ain't
and
vintage.
everything.
80s is vintage.
Did y'all see Steph?
To
Hold
you,
on.
80s is vintage. Your vintage book.
Did y'all
Past vintage, all right?
real quick? Did y'all see Steph with the disposable camera?
No,
Did y'all
I didn't
see
see
that?
it, but it doesn't surprise me.
That-
All
I
that
love
stuff's
that.
back.
I love that. He had the little, little A shot. And
Yeah.
I love that. I love
Give me
that.
the one shot. Steph,
Again.
if you're going to do the
man.
camera thing, do the 1800s camera thing with the full flash bulb. Come
Oh,
on, commit
man.
to the bit.
While you're at it, just paint the pictures like they did back in the day. Like, why not go all the way
if you
back
gonna
before
go
it
that,
was even a
yeah,
thing?
you might as well, right?
Okay, but today we got Devin Booker on live. He was out and about doing his hide and seek stuff where he drops some shoes off around the city that he autographs, and whoever finds them gets to keep them. Finders keepers. Sorry, not hide and seek. Same thing. You know what I meant. But on the live, there were a couple moments that were just absolutely hilarious that I need you guys to see. So the first one is a video of him, and I need you to pay attention towards the end how he pronounces his own name. Okay, pay attention.
Check my boy out next to the Mamba. Good brother. Good brother. Booker.
Yo, what?
Okay, just in case you missed it, you're gonna play it one more time. That very last word, right? The way he says Booker. One more time.
Check my boy out next to the Mamba. Good brother. Good brother. Booker.
Yo, what?
I will never
Booker.
not laugh.
Booker.
Booker.
Booker. Hey, that's how it's
That
that's
was
comedy.
so great. I think that was probably one of my favorite moments from all of these lives. I mean, it was really cool. He did end up catching up with that fan who was wearing a Booker jersey, and we're getting a whole bunch of pictures and screenshots and everything all over from it. But he caught up with them. He gave him a pair of Book Ones, and he even autographed them as well. Our friend Suns Geek shared some pictures on Twitter of it. Jacob, if you want to put those up, now's the time. But yeah, it was just really cool. And in addition to that, he also was just walking, right? And
No,
someone drove past?
He was riding on a bike through kind of the streets of Paris, not kind of, through the streets of Paris, and wound up coming across this guy who recognized him, kind of stopped him. He had a gym bag. Open the gym bag. You see a basketball. He pulls out a pair of Book Ones, well-worn Book Ones, and Book signed them for him, and then offered him a new pair of Book Ones.
You know what's
was pretty awesome.
I'm gonna tell you what's interesting about that. I didn't see the video. You explained it to me,
Yeah.
and I immediately got scared when you said, "Dude pulled up, went in the bag, unzippered it."
He's not in Jersey.
They're in Paris.
He's not
Yeah,
in Jersey.
Jersey. By the way, my nephew's out there. My nephew is out there hanging out, and he just got pickpocketed on a bike. They took his phone.
I mean,
They got him.
Yeah, but they
pickpocketing,
didn't
that's
open it.
different.
It ain't Jersey. Nobody's rolling up with the duffel bag.
They pulled
Facts.
up with the duffel bag, opened it up. I'm shook daddy. I'm running down the block. I'm like, damn this. Y'all got me.
Pulled out a pair of Book
I'm
Ones.
glad he pulled out a pair of Book Ones. Let's just say that.
So there's one more portion of these videos that we've been getting from Book that is worthwhile of watching. And this one is because of Devin's laugh. This is how you can tell he
Oh,
is just
man.
living his best life out there.
Yeah, my boy repping out here. He don't even know he got the jersey on. Nah, that one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he like, what's going on? You don't even know what jersey you got on? What size shoe are you?
Yo, can you take a picture with
What
you?
size shoe is it? That boy's showing love. Check him out. Check him out. Stop playing. It's called right place, right time. I got something for you, bro. Say you 11? Yeah. Yeah. Swap them out, man. Put them on right now. Mm-hmm. Nobody got them. Ooh, boy, you can fly now. Who's gonna take the picture for us? You got the picture there?
I love
Multiple things.
Boy, you can fly now. I love man.
The laugh was so great. That was like a straight up genuine laugh. That
No,
wasn't a
that's-
too cool for laugh. That was just a genuine
That's
laugh.
real. That's really him, man. That's authentic. That's real. That is beautiful to see.
I love
That
it.
is so much fun, man. I could watch that over. Man.
I want that laugh as a sounder on the show.
Yes, let's get it.
I-
And the bouquet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so multiple things in this video. A, I don't think the dude knew that was Devin Booker.
I don't think he did.
I just think he liked the Suns jersey and put it on.
I mean, maybe, or maybe it's just one of those things where, like, you don't, depending on where you're from, right? It's hard. Like,
You don't
even
follow
our
that enough.
Australian
Yeah.
fans always talk about how much effort they have
It's
to put
true.
in to watch Suns games and things
True.
like that. So you might know who Book is, but you may not recognize his face without him being
Yeah.
fully decked out.
I mean, that's true. And then the colorway on those shoes,
Super cool.
I need that colorway. That was one of my favorite I've seen, and I have not heard anything. That might be a PE. Like, it's not available
that's-
anywhere.
No, I
Yeah.
think he said on his Instagram that it's available. When he was talking about it, he said it's coming soon or coming in December or
it?
something like
Can-
that. I know he mentioned when they were coming out. I just
Book-
can't remember what it was.
Book, you're making me broke, brother. I want to buy all your shoes, and I can't afford it.
Yeah, seriously.
I need a Nike deal just to get Devin shoes for free. And then you talk about having jersey flashbacks.
Mhm.
When he goes to the trunk of the car and he flips that open, did you not get some jersey
No, same thing. Same thing. If you talking
I
to
got the
me, I'm
merch.
like, Brody, you taking me to the trunk, dog? Like, damn, it's like that. I got your jersey. Are you about to smoke me like that? So yeah, there's vibes on both sides. I don't know
Y'all
if I'm just
tripping.
walking with a stranger
Y'all
to the
tripping.
I was
trunk.
wondering what was in the box. Like,
Hey,
I thought,
bro.
oh, hey, I got the goods. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I seen that go left too many times. The homie said, "Yo, come walk with me, man. Pop the trunk, man. Around my way." It's like, peace out, dog.
Y'all tripping. Ashley said it was September. So September when those should be released.
See,
Then
I
that's what he
can't.
was saying.
I can't buy those in September because the purple ones are supposed to come out in November, and I gotta save up for the purple ones.
I mean,
Actually,
listen, I get it.
November's my birthday. You guys can buy me a pair, all right?
November?
Oh, really?
Yeah, the purple.
Size
We'll see.
13?
Size 13,
Yeah, okay.
and they fit. I can
Okay.
tell you, they fit well. so.
Enslow said Ishbia should buy all Suns diehards Booker shoes. Lindsay, get it done, please. I will do my best. Don't hold your breath, but I will do my best. But I do hope this whole finders keepers thing, he did some at the All-Star game this year. He's done some obviously now in Paris. I really hope that we get some more of that here in Phoenix with him too.
He did do it this year, right?
Here?
Yeah,
No, I don't
yes,
think-
he did.
he
Yes, he
do it
did.
here?
Yeah.
I wasn't
He
watching.
had a scavenger hunt earlier in the year where he put some stuff out.
Was
in
that him or the
Phoenix.
Suns?
I
See,
would imagine.
I
it's
want
him.
Devin Booker hide and seek.
It's
Like I
gonna-
want his what he did at All Star and what he did today with these. I
It's
want
It's
that.
gonna happen when the purple ones come out. Because
Maybe.
that's the
That-
first
that
Suns
makes sense.
colorway.
Yeah.
Other than the orange that were the very first, that were only 500 of them.
Yeah.
I think that's when it happens. Plus, it's near the beginning of the season. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Buddha, is today your birthday? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, OG.
Buddha!
Hope you have a great
Happy
one.
birthday,
Thanks
Buddha.
for spending part of your day with us.
Go for his birthday. Go pick up Buddha's album. I don't know where you can, but if you run into him, he can give.
I
it to
got
you.
it in the crib. I got
It's
it in the
good.
crib, man. My
It's
man
good.
Buddha the Schizo
Buddha the
dropping
Schizo.
bars.
I'm waiting to get a spot on a track. Right?
Oh, you want to be in it?
I want to be on it. Can we write a diss track towards Suns villains or something? Buddha, you and me collab. I got one under the belt already. you heard Sticks Kids, and it's #1 in some form.
I got a request,
Is
Buddha. Next joint you drop, can you drop the name in there, man? Give me a flex bar, yo.
Oh my god.
Give me a flex bar, homie.
Y'all
I'll
are
be,
so needy today.
I'll be home. I'll be so
needy
happy
today.
Look, no, it's his birthday, and we're offering him some extra clout for the next album.
Or are you asking for things on his
street-
birthday?
No,
I kinda
You're
am
asking
asking
for
for
things
some.
on
No,
his
the
birthday.
street-
Buddha, I know it's your birthday,
How
but give me a
dare
bar,
you?
dog.
How dare
See,
you?
The streets know Flex and Espo, and they want to hear it.
Please, Lord have mercy. All right, that's it. We're going to leave. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate you as always. Once again, as a reminder, hit that thumbs up button if you were here with us on YouTube. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications. And if you're listening wherever you get your podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe as well. You can also give the show a follow on social at PHNX_Suns. You can follow me at Lindsay Smith AZ. You can follow Flex at Flex from Jersey. And you can follow Espo at Espo. Espo, take us home.
Just remember, you ain't like us. Ahoy, hoy.